everyone, and welcome to... Shh! Try to talk. Anyway, welcome back to Skyrim. Of course that happens. Very beginning of my video.
Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later.
But I like architecture.
Let's see what's up ahead.
Look at that. That is a beautiful stone carving. Do 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 do. We all have torches except for Serana. It's probably a good thing because she's a vampire anyway. She has lightning in her hand. That should be good enough.
Here it is. Alduin's wall. So well preserved. I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculpture and relief.
Oh, it is a relief sculpture, isn't it?
Yes. Let's see what we have.
I'm using a controller for right now, just by the way. Just for the ease of it. I probably won't be doing too much crossbow work or anything, since it's a pain in the ass to control such things and aim.
Here is Alduin. This panel goes back to
That's
the beginning.
Alduin.
And Alduin and the dragon.
Must be two head honcho dragons.
Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords. The legendary Dragonborn.
And own
Alduin's
the
defeat
dragon.
is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is falling from the sky.
There's Oblivion.
Tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against them.
So does it show how they defeated
Do
him?
do
Isn't that one weird?
do 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 do.
The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism.
Which doesn't seem that symbolic.
Coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout, but there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're
Makes
sure?
sense.
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember,
What?
this is where they record the
Nakas!
words of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
Sure. Dragon knock out of sky. Don't you know that one? The Greybeards might know.
Probably right.
Don't you know?
I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this. It seems we have no choice.
Kind of a... What? I'll ask
Right.
Giferinger.
Good thing they've already let you into their little cult.
They're
We'll
not
look around
really a
Skyrim
cult.
Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos
Okay.
guard you.
I will do the same.
Third pan. Hey, did you say something?
No, go ahead. Go.
Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time.
Alduin. Oh, that's
Are you
Alduin
paying
again. Okay.
attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
And that's, the Oblivion. The Gates of Oblivion opening. And I believe... Is that supposed to be... Oh. Great. Let's get a closer look. That's definitely Oblivion. So is that Maroon's Dagon? I would assume. And this is where the brothers fight one another, spill each other's blood. It's the Stormcloaks and the Imperials, of course. And then we got the Blades and the Dragonborn. I don't quite wear that armor. I don't ever remember wearing that armor. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the Dragonborn. I need to stop talking like that. That's not even how freaking Swedish people actually talk anyway. We have chests. I knew it. We should ransack this whole place. Loot every piece of gold. I did not get that gold. Okay, I did. I've given my daughters so many fucking wooden swords. I don't think they really want one anymore. I think it's a bit much. Let's get some more gold. Oh, I guess that's it, huh? Lame sauce. See if there's more rooms. Ah, there's another way out, I suppose. I am not done ransacking. Oh, hello. No, that was just a... Which way was the way we came? Oh, that was the way we came in. So what's this? Ooh, Imperial Sword Dragonbane. Oh, hello. Hello. Mace etiquette. Read it. Probably means I already have it in my library as well. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, hello. That sounds fancy as fudge. Okay, what? Oh, there we go. B. Actually played, ah, balls. Just want to see how it looked. It's not even gonna be, it's not gonna be anywhere as good as what I oh wait, Dragonbane was up here. Ho ho, check me out. I'm a blade. Oh. This armor sucks. Oh. How recent did I use a shout? Whatever.
Yes.
Serana.
What did you need?
You and Valerica
Before my
Cluse?
father became obsessed with a prophecy, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very fond of our alchemical garden in the castle courtyard. She taught me quite a bit about cultivating quality regions.
So you always
Like the
got
best of
along?
friends. I would never hesitate to share anything with her.
But then it all
Very sweet.
changed.
It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next, I didn't know who they were. I'd try to visit my mother in the garden, and she'd quickly shoo me away, saying she was much too busy.
That's why we're headed
She
there?
had to be up to something in that garden. I'm hoping it's a clue that will tell us where she went. This
Have
better
some
not be all the
things.
things you just can't be bothered with.
I don't know what you're talking about. So silly. Wouldn't just do that. That's just so so silly. Oh jeez, so silly. You. Yeah, take that. Take my cultist stuff. Cultist. Don't take the mask because you'll wear it and look silly. I'll put this back on. Oh, naked. Oh, no. Oh. I better put those other boots on. Even though it's not the set, but I could use them. Especially since I haven't put any enchantments on these. Take Spellbreaker. Oh, she's gonna use Spellbreaker. Okay.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
I can. Oops. Because we kind of got to. We gotta finish this whole little questy thingy. Doom. This is the loading screen song. Loading screen song. Loading screen song. Oh, this is the loading screen song. screen song of loading. I'm a Rory troll and you got to go and save the world. Oh jeez, okay, there we go. There's the button. There's the button to run. I've been playing a couple other RPGs with the old controller. Now that Steam's been so compatible with the controller, I've been wanting to use it more. I've been very hesitant to use it on Skyrim, and for good reason, honestly. I think that mouse and keyboard is honestly superior, at least when you're aiming. Oh wait, I still got that stupid freaking blade shield. Get that out of here, piece of trash. Okay. Put that away. Oh my goodness. What was I even thinking? Shiitake mushrooms. Stop. Can I wait? Okay, that just tells me I can. I did that for good reason. Frick. How do I? Alright, map. Anyway, let's see if I can switch to my mouse. Nope. Nope. Great. Where was I headed? There's a Volcar Keep, huh? Or Castle Volcar. Really. Was I headed to College Winterhold? Why would I be doing that? Elder Scroll Dragon. Can I get that already? Fuck that. Let's go. I'd like to finish Dawnguard before I finish, the main quest if I can. Why not, dude? Azura is the Daedric Prince of Dusk and Dawn, and one of the few princes who isn't inherently evil. If I remember correctly, that is what that says. Otherwise, I just lied to you all. GG Nori. This is the loading screen song, the loading screen song. I sang it prematurely so we could get through it all. No, not the arc. Okay, well, this is one way to the library, I guess. Piece of trash. The Arcanium, Sanium, Bulbanium, Uranium, who's Uranium? Oh, lag. My Uranium. Dovahjump. I jump.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still
Listen,
stand.
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll,
And what do you
okay?
plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about?
I'm asking about a scroll of elders. Do you have one here?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it?
Yes, of course. You'd let me read it.
Kept under the highest security.
Oh.
The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
Ah. I need to find one, and I told you could
I
help.
told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
You're a dick. Did you give me him?
Next time.
It's not giving them to me. Are you gonna? Oh, you're gonna go find him. Okay.
Yes? What did you need?
I seem to be lagging. Lag.
Here you go.
Unless it's
Try
just
not to
jerky.
spill anything on them.
Shut up. Effects of the Elder Scrolls. It is widely known among scholars that the Elder Scrolls entail a certain hazard in the very reading. The mechanism of the effects has at present been largely unknown. Theories of hidden knowledge and divine retribution were the subject of idle speculation with little investigation. I, Justinius Polonius have undertaken to thoroughly document the ailments afflicted by the Elder Scrolls on their readers. Though an ununified theory of how they manifest continues to elude me and remains a subject for future study. I have grouped the effects into 4, finding that the avenue of experience depends largely upon the mind of the reader. Is it unclear? I hope that a proper dichotomy would lay it plain. Group the first, the knaves, for those who have received knaves. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Whatever. For one who has received no training in the history or nature of the Elder Scrolls, the scroll itself is effectively inert. No prophecy can be scribed nor knowledge obtained, while the scroll will not impart learning to the uninformed, nor will it afflict them in the adverse fashion. Visually, the scroll will appear to be awash in odd lettering and symbols. Those who know their astronomy often claim to recognize constellations in the patterns and connections, but such conjecture is impossible to further investigate, since the very nature of this study necessitates unlearned subjects. Group the second, the unguarded intellects. It is the second group that realizes the greatest danger from attempting to read the scrolls. These are subjects who have an understanding of the nature of the Elder Scrolls and possess sufficient knowledge to actually read what is inscribed there. They have not, however, developed adequate discipline to stave off the mind-shattering effect of having a glimpse of the infinity. These unfortunate souls are struck immediately, irrevocably, and completely blind. Such is the price for overreaching one's faculties. It bears mentioning, though, that with the blindness also comes a fragment of that hidden knowledge. Whether the future, the past, or the deep natures of being is dependent on the individual and their place in the greater spheres. But this knowledge does come. Group the third. Meditated understanding. Alone in Tamriel, it would appear that only the cult of the ancestor moth has discovered the discipline to properly guard one's mind when reading the scrolls. Their novitiates learning words. Lots of words. Oh, it's not read too far ahead. Anyway, novitiates must undergo the most rigorous mental cultivation, and they often spend a decade or more at the monastery before being allowed to read their first Elder Scroll. The monks say this is for the initiate's own protection, as they must have witnessed many unguarded intellects among their more eager ranks. With appropriate fortitude, these readers also receive blindness. Ugh. Though at a far lesser magnitude than the unguarded. Their vision fogs slightly, but they retain shape, color, and enough osity to continue to read mundane texts. The knowledge they gain from the scroll is also tempered somewhat. It requires stages of meditation and reflection to fully appreciate and express what one saw. Group the fourth, illuminated understanding. Between the previous group and this one exists a continuum that has at present only traversed by the monks of the ancestor moth. Okay, sorry. I was a little confused by that, like why they skipped a group if there was another one, sorry. Figured there was another group and they like skipped it because there was one between these two, but they didn't want to mention it. Anyway, with continued readings, the monks become gradually more and more blind, but receive greater and more detailed knowledge. As they spend their waking hours pondering the revelation, they also receive a further degree of mental fortitude. There is, for every monk, a day of penultimate reading. Penultimate reading. It's penultimate. Brain, okay? Read that right. Penultimate reading, when the only knowledge the Elder Scroll imparts is that the monk's next reading shall be his last. Whoa. That sucks. For each monk, the penultimate reading comes at a different and unknowable time. Preliminary works has been done. Work has been done to predict the occurrence by charting the severity of an individual monk's blindness, but all who reach these later stages report that the increasing blindness seems to taper with increased readings. Some pose the notion that some other unseen sense is, in fact, continuing to diminish at this upper range. But I shall leave such postulations to the philosophers. To prepare for his ultimate reading, a monk typically withdraws to seclusion in order to reflect upon a lifetime of revelations and appoint his mind for reception of his last. Upon his final reading, he is forever blind, as sure as those unguarded ones who raced to knowledge. The illuminated one, though he has retained his understanding over a lifetime and typically possesses a more integral notion of what has been revealed to him, it is hoped that this catalogue will prove useful to those who wish to further our mortal understanding of the Elder Scrolls. The moth priests remain aloof about these matters, taking that gradual debilitation that comes with reading as a point of pride. May this serve as a useful starting point to those hoping to take up such study. Dictated to Anstius, Mektam, 4th of last seed, in the year 126th of the Second Era. I liked saying it differently. Sounded more fancy. So we have another reading to do. Unless he has more books. Hopefully not. There we go. Ruminations on the Elder Scrolls by Septimus Cygnus, College of Winterhold. Imagine living beneath waves with a strong-sided blessing of most excellent fabric. Holding the fabric over your gills, you would begin to breathe, drink its warmth and weft. Though the plant matter fibers imbue your soul, the wretched plankton would pollute the cloth until it stank to heavens of the prophecy. This is one manner in which the scrolls first come to pass. But are we the sea, or the breather, or the fabric? Or are we the breath itself? Can we flow through the scrolls as knowledge flows through, being the water, or are we the stuck morass of sea filth that gathers on the edge? Imagine again this time, but different. A bird cresting the wind is lifted by a gust and drowned by a stone. The stone can come from above if the bird is upside down. Where then did the gust come from? And which direction? Did the gods send either? Or has the bird decreed its presence by her own mind-making? The all-sight of the scrolls makes a turning of the mind, such that relative positions are absolute in their primacy. I ask you again to imagine for me. This time, you are beneath the ground, a tiny acorn planted by some well-meaning elf maiden of the woodlands for her pleasure. You wish to grow, but fear what you may become. So you push off the water, the dirt, the sun, to stay in your hole. But it is in this very pushing that you become a tree. In spite of yourself, how did this happen? The acorn is a kind of tree egg, in this instance, and the knowledge is a water and sun. We are chicken inside the egg, but also the dirt. The knowledge from the scrolls is what we push against to become full-sighted ourselves. One final imagining before your mind closes from the shock of ever knowing. You are now a flame, burning bright blue with a vast emptiness. In time you see your brothers and sisters burning of their own in the distance and along your side. A sea of pinpoints, a constellation of memories. Each burns bright, then flickers. Then two more will take its place. But not forever, lest the void fills with rancid light that sucks the thought. Each of our minds is actually the emptiness, and the learnings of the Elder Scrolls are the pinpoints. Without their stabbing light, my consciousness would be as vast nothingness, unknowing, as emptiness, as void, as knowing of itself. but the burnings are dangerous, must be carefully tended and minded, and brought to themselves and spread to their siblings. Crazy! That's quite a lot of reading. I need a little water.
You wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here, you go through me. Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls. But, well, he's been gone for a long while.
Read enough Elder Scrolls. Where did he go?
Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Still think it's amusing an orc is the librarian. Okay, it's top. It's the top one. Why do I have to go through the Archmage quarters? Should've just went through the bottom one. Would save me some trouble at least.
There are places where one can pursue my
Oh, well, you're stupid.
that incident.
Shut up. I don't care about you mages. Magas.
The people of
All you care about is manga.
for what we do here. Not that I care.
Or something, I don't know. I don't really care about you mages. Right here? Yes, please, thank you. The artifact, Voldenrung, also known as the Hammer of Might, was forged by the ancient Dwemer in a long since forgotten age-old past, or something. I don't know. I read it the way I felt like it. I was have that man. Have that hammer. It's long since outlived its usefulness to me. Looks pretty cool though. The Falmer are twisted, evil creatures that dwell in Skyrim's deepest reaches. They have but one desire, to destroy the surface world, and any who dwell there. Most of the dogs in Skyrim are domesticated, and serve as faithful companions to their Nord masters. And this loading screen is the longest I have ever seen, ever. It's not ever gonna get. The smithing skill is used to create weapons and armor from raw materials, or improve existing non-magical weapons and armor. Well, actually, I can smith magical armor and weapons. Crazy. Not smith them, but improve them. The Daedric Prince here seen is also known as the Huntsman of the Princes, and the father of man-beasts. Werewolves like them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. Actually made myself yawn there. It finally ended though. Oh, look, I can't even see. Oh, ow. And I should have been watching where I was going. Anything good? Nothing good. I will kill you for having nothing good.
Yes? What did you need?
Cygnus!
Dwemer in the beyond.
Dig you!
Unknown, and rise to your depths.
Yes? What did you need?
Nope, surrounded. Nope. Okay, we'll just talk to this guy.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is
I heard you know about Elder
Elder
Scrolls.
Scrolls. The Empire. They absconded with them. Or so they think. The ones they saw. The ones they thought they saw. I know of one.
Oh, you stuck me, Madonna.
Sequestered. But I cannot go to it, not poor Septimus, for I have arisen beyond its grasp.
Are you alright?
Oh, I am well. I will be well. Well to be within the will inside the walls.
So where's the scroll?
Well, here as in this plain, Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking.
Okay.
On the cosmological
This...
scale, well, it's all nearby.
I'm gonna give you one last chance before I make the "Don't make me hurt you" one.
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want.
What do you
You see
want?
this masterwork of the Dwemer. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer.
Yeah, well, Dwemmers are dicks.